Hello again, it's Jake from Bush and Bush Coffee Systems. We've constantly talking about the big three of espresso, roast density of the coffee, pressure of the machine to motivate the water through the puck, and the flow of the machine to match the capillary rate of the coffee. So theoretically, if you get those three right, all of the other little things should take care of themselves. One of those things is all the rituals around tamping. So we thought we'd just do away with tamping altogether. So here we go. Let's define the coffee. This is a 0.58 roast density with a correction of 0.05. You can see the coffee there. It's in the 20 grams in the basket, not tamped, not levelled, not groomed, no Weiss techniques or anything like that. Straight out of a Mythos 1, straight into the basket. Rack him straight into Young Noble here. Throw a glass under, load up the scales, and let's go. We're going to run 9 bar of pressure. We've got 20 grams of coffee in, so we'll run 40 mils out. Puck pressure gauge here, rising, filling the extraction chamber volume. Here he is, should drop. There he goes, just as we reach the top, almost match the gauges. Extraction occurring. There we go, 5 mils already. You can see the gauge has dropped off now that the coffee is expanded to fill the entire extraction chamber. It means the gallery spaces are getting bigger. 20 mils there now. Flowing away steadily, there's 30 mils. Put the sword through that. There we go. And we have 40.7 mils. Let's take that off the scale. Let's have a look at that in the light. It's not too bad a shot. Even a little bit of mottling on top, would you believe? Wow, look at that. So there we have that. Leave that settle for a second. Let's get the scales out. Have a look at the puck. There we go. That's a good sight. We can see the ring from the shower screen there. We can see the witness mark from the screw in the centre. There's good indications. This means that we've fully exploited the extraction chamber volume. It means that we actually had percolation. If I couldn't see any of those marks, it would have meant that we were underdosed and we would have in fact been immersion brewing. We don't want to do that. We're doing espresso. That's percolation. So there we go. All of the indicators are there. So that's an excellent sign. Here we go. Shot's settled down now. That doesn't look too bad for no tamp, does it? I know I've certainly paid for worse coffee than that. So that people can't accuse us of any silly buggers, let's try and do everything up here in shot. It's a little bit awkward, but anyway, there we go. Full extraction. Push that back in, stirs everything up. Load up again. Grab the filter. Attach that on. Push just a little bit into the glass. Should be enough. There we go. We can see that there's a little bit there. That should be cooling down in the cool glass now. Sweep all that out of the way, we'll put that there. Bring up the trusty old TDS meter. Small sample. Put that in. Close the lid. Let's hit the button. See what we get. There we go. 9.4. 9.5. 9.5. That'll do. Mop that up. we can show you the screen. See, no silly buggers here. 9.5. Let's type that into the calculator. 9.5 times 40.7 out. Divide that by 20 grams in. That's 19.33% yield there. That's not too bad. Certainly paid for worse than that. So what have we learnt? Well, first of all, I'd like to say that I certainly don't endorse not tamping at all. Tamping is a critical part of the espresso process in that it prepares the bed for the migration of water into the puck. So yes, it is an important part. I'm not saying that you shouldn't tamp at all. But what I am trying to point out is that the most critical parts of espresso is to define the coffee first. You've got to know what you're dealing with and how it's been roasted, whether it's been roasted properly or not. So we've got a 0.58 here with a correction of 0.05, evenly cooked through, and we know what sort of flow rate we need because we understand the roast density. So we've got the right pressure, we've got the right restrictor in the machine, giving us the right flow rate, and bang, look at that, without tamping. Now, I have absolutely no doubt that if I'd have tamped this, I would have pulled probably a 21% without any issue whatsoever. So, look at that. Let's stick to getting the big three right, and we'll keep all of the rest tidy in our process, and we can all enjoy great espresso. Thanks for joining us today. Until next time, that'll do us. Enjoy your coffee. Cheers from Bush and Bush Coffee Systems.